Well, it looks like it didn't quite work for us. The war, if we call it that, against the walkers, we kind of got our asses kicked. Yeah, big time. Big time ass kicking! Okay, really? Can you guys see this? Is this really that cool on your end, too? I mean... Oh, sorry. Yeah, so tonight's show is going to be brought to you by the Night King. He's here. We're doing a fundraiser tonight, folks. Any like that I get and the other stuff. Does this really look that cool to you guys, too? 'Cause it's like totally freaking awesome down here. I'm pretty much geeking out on this. That's cool. So yeah, anybody, any clicks or likes tonight, we're gonna do, what is it, up to $300 for, donations for, Hurricane Harvey and stuff. Wow. So, I don't know, I think I can do more of those. Hold on. That's redonkulously cool. See, now this is how I should probably be doing these videos. I think this actually probably encapsulates the whole, like, angry Trump thing. Maybe we'll do this later to try and get... that's fun. What else we got here? Ooh, solid. Rise of the Necromancer. Alright. Sorry. I'm having fun! I hope it's working. On the other side. What does it look like here? Let me see. Oh, man, that's cool. Alright, yeah, I'm not really like a big Instagrammer or anything like that, so I'm more of a, you know, pretty cool cat when it comes to that kind of stuff. All these other cats, they just ain't down with it, you know? Alright, so let's go on with the show, kind of dragging it out a little bit. But yes, anybody you click like or whatever tonight, we're going to go $10 to whatever charities we're going to determine later on this week. So, tonight's show, welcome to Escaping Dystopia. My name is Roy. I'm winking at you. I don't know if you can tell. Kind of do like the Night King stuff. This is pretty solid. Because it's fairly... along with the theme of the show, right? This whole escaping dystopia, the winter. They broke through the wall, man! Speaking of breaking through the walls, Hurricane Harvey. It's going to be our big show tonight, big topic. We're going to talk a little bit about the Arpaio Pardon, some of the dynamics currently going on with the Trump administration. I'm going to keep playing with this Facebook Live stuff, because that's just cool. We gotta do a couple things here too. Let's see. There we go. Now it works. It's not all working. So we had one of our 1,000-year hurricanes to get the show started. It's hard to watch this kind of stuff. I remember there's a lot of stuff that goes back now for what happened with Katrina. And having to watch that, and it's good that Houston's been able to get enough people activated. I think that was one of the things that woke a lot of people up as far as the potential of what can happen. Turn that off for a second. I think it's going to have to be thematic and more appropriate. Titled, oh my gosh, they have some fun things. Technology, man. I'll have to do a whole show about that. The devastation is out of control in Houston, and just watching some of the videos and seeing updates. One of my friends down there actually was doing a lot of coverage from the social media standpoint until they started letting water out of the reservoirs, and that came to his house. New viewers, remember, just click like or whatever, and we're going to do $10 to any charity. You can also suggest charities if you want to tonight. for the show. I'm going to try and do this for a while, see what we can beg people to do tonight. But there's going to be a lot of... all of my friends, it turns out, are okay as far as I'm aware. So I've got that going for me. That's one of the really nice things about the social media stuff is you do have those kind of quick connections. And yay, thank you, sweet $10. I think we're going to be able to use that, of course, to help mitigate a lot of the problems, but I don't. It's going to be overwhelming. They were just kind of talking about this, and last night there was the news about, yeah, sweet, $10, knock it down. The chemical plant down there and how they lost their backup power, and because of that, and the chemicals they were doing, and because regulations are for sissies. The chemical plant exploded, and then they're like, well, don't breathe that air because it'll kill you or, make you really, really, really sick. Can I see my comments? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I've had a lot of people talk about the please not the Red Cross on the donations, and it's definitely there's some issues with that. And Esther, if you got any good suggestions, please feel free to pass them along. Thank you again, everybody. $10 is $10, and this is going to go on for a while, so it's going to take a lot of help. A lot of help. I don't know that we have any concept yet of the devastation down there. This is a huge area. There's not a lot of elevation, so it's just not that prone to flooding in certain places. And I don't know. Flood insurance, I don't know if you're aware of this, is optional in some places. Most places. And I had a story up about this earlier, and it's, 15 to 20% we're looking at. Houston Food Bank, solid bet. All right. Definitely going to get some cash from us for everybody. Remember, like and love the feed here. Pass it along. We'll do some cash out to folks. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of need for this, and understand, and I'll say this as a Texan, and a lot of people. And there's been some nasty stuff said, of course, and there's always going to be. And I, try not to get in it when I can, avoid it on purpose, unless it's nasty with a reason. But anyway, Houston's not like a particularly crazy hardcore conservative city. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a fairly liberal place. Most of the urban areas and urban centers in Texas are that way. It's just that Texas is a huge place, and there's a whole lot of little cities with a whole lot of small amounts of people, and that all adds up to more than what's in the cities. So Houston itself is, if you're, clamoring and happy, all those silly, conservatives and Republicans ignore global warming, gotcha. Well, I don't like that kind of stuff at all. There's never been it sucks. And I definitely will be doing some science lectures. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. But I don't know, the wishing ill on everyone in an area because of stereotypes becomes something I don't think you really ever want to walk into. And I hope I don't tread down that path too often. Again, folks, just please click the likes, and then we pass the money on. But the real cost is going to be for all these people who aren't insured. There's so many people down there and so many homes that are going to be affected that that's where, again, I mean, as Americans, that's usually where people have a lot of their value and their retirement, their income is in the value of their home. And so one of the things that happens with this too is now, moving forward, even after you get settled and redone, and if you rebuild or do that, what's the value of the new place? How do they factor in all of that? And so this changes so many things. This is, you'll remember a while back when Obama was kind of keeping people from freaking out too much about Trump, and he had this kind of thing he said about how reality kind of has a way of asserting itself, and this is one of the first big ones that's being asserted. The response, and we're kind of moving a little bit on here, to our next thing, and the response from the administration and how they can deal with it and what the public perception is of that is very important. If people have high expectations, and a lot of people in Texas do have particularly high expectations of this president and his ability to solve their problems, if it becomes clear in a year from now, right before the next election cycle, that has not happened, and he's moved on to other topics as he flew away from Texas to go start selling this tax plan that doesn't exist, if he forgets about those people, they will remember that. And it'll be a pretty big deal, and it's one of those things that could kick a leg out of that final 2 legs of support that he's got, and that's just the greedy fucks and the white supremacists and the morons. I guess there's 3 left. Sorry, I'm not a big fan of people who still like Trump at this point. I'll say this just to put this a little bit in perspective. And remember, anybody who drops by the show, if you just click like, we're going to give $10 to a charity for helping with the Hurricane Harvey stuff. Hopefully we can get this going. It's one of those things. It's the water's not even gone yet, from what I'm aware of, and it's still so. Even understanding the extent of what kind of stuff you're talking about down there, and it's one of those things too. And I hope our news cycle can stick with that, because it already seems like people are kind of moving on to the next things and some of the other stuff that happened. Oh yeah, I didn't put that on the list. North Korea. Anyway, I will make a quick mention of the impact, and this is a thing with the storms, and they're going to be, we've had 2 major American cities now crushed by this in a decade, and this is, in a decade that has been the hottest decade in history that we've noticed, and we've had consecutive years of this stuff, and it's happening all around us. And when you if they reelect Cruz, right? If they reelect somebody who, when a hurricane hit a different place and he was being aware, you can't pay for that unless you cut those over there, and he's doing that kind of noise. If the people of Texas reelect that hypocrite, then it's going to be like, well, come on, guys. I don't know if I can still, this goes back to what I was saying earlier about not wishing ill upon a group for their bad decisions, but if they reelect that guy, come on, man. Come on. Remember, folks, $10 a like doesn't mean you actually like the show, but it does mean that we'll give $10. I'm trying to goad you into action, you see. It's marketing. It's very, very sneaky. $10 for a charity of our choice, which we'll be deciding later on this week. So, the hurricane's going to take a lot of work, and it's going to have a huge price tag. I can't even start to begin to calculate. We've got the chemical explosions, and there's going to be more. You're seeing the gas disruption. There's a little bit of panic up in Big D about gas, but just chill out, folks. You'll be okay. So we'll probably see the strategic reserve tapped, because once somebody tells the president that he has the power to do that, and he can just be like, I can just tell people to do it, and they'll do it. How many billion? Let's do it. So anyway, hopefully we don't have to start a war or something. Boom! There you go. Share this. Share it. 10 likes from Trinity people, and we got more money. More money. More money. I might have to, you'll have to excuse me for a moment. Hopefully it won't be too loud. There you go. Sorry, I know. Really exciting. Great fundraiser, Roy. You just, walked away. I'm sitting in my basement, folks. This is not I never had a basement before. Oh! For my new viewers, check this noise out, right? Have you ever seen, oh, did you know? We lost the war against the White Walkers. Ha 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 ha! Right? How cool is that? It's a neat noise. They don't quite know how to do the hand. Ooh, they probably had a face hugger one at some point, so I'll have to stop touching my face. If we're gonna stick with the Night King theme, right? Snow in the background. Actually, now the wind does kind of work a little. You can't see it. It's actually quite warm down here, even though winter is here. Winter. 2019, right? 2019 for that. Things are blowing all around me. Roy, why do you have stacks of cards and a fan in your room? Is that a good idea? So cool. The future is fun. So click like and then wander off if you like. I'm going to be a wizard. Slightly. I'm pretty sure this is what my kids think I look like. A little bit. Man, this might actually be old Roy right here. Get that out of the way. Zifnab the Fabulous. Yeah, you guys, what are movies going to be like in a few years? I mean, holy crap sticks. This is what they can do with live video with, like, just for free giving it out. Right? I think that's works. Get Snapchat. What's a Snapchat? Do you have to, like, Snapchat? Chat. Snap. What the hell does that mean? What? Snapchat. Or Houston Humane Scientific is... Oh, yeah, the diaper bank is the other one that I definitely wanted to give some money to, because I know. If something happened, I would grab some diapers. I would grab a lot of magic cards and some diapers. Or I'd tell River just to learn real quick, buddy. I don't know. But if you had a baby, diapers. So anybody click like. If you do click like, that's $10 that I'm going to give. And if you're from the school that I went to and we get 10 likes, then that's another C note. That's right. Money flowing down from the pot state down to the uncool state. Just kidding. We're not the only pot state anymore, so hopefully home prices will stop going up so much. Wait. Shoot. Alright, so back to the show. Ooh, I can do that. Back to the show. What should we do for the Arpaio Pardon? Hold on, guys. My producers are saying that I should do... Oh, man, this is just too confusing. So Snapchat just picks one for you, the right one? You just say, Snapchat, pick the right one. Yeah, that's not going to work. Daddy-o. That's the only thing I can say when this is up, Daddy-o. So Daddy-o Arpaio, yo. What's he doing, yo? Is he supposed to be in prison, yo? I thought he was sentenced, yo. But wait, yo! He got pardoned, though. Doesn't that mean, foe, that he guilty, yo? So, let me say this, actually, without the sunglasses on. So, this is talking about the whole pardon of Sheriff Joe, which I hate to even call it that because it kind of trivializes the evil that this man has done. And the attack, and this is actually one of those things that's a full-on just assault on the way that the rule of law works in this country. And it's particularly because of what it was that Arpaio got himself in trouble for. So he was racial profiling people, like specifically being just like, oh, you look Mexican, I'm going to pull you over. And you can't do that in this country. So the courts, right, these are the check on the executive, the people who follow out the laws. The court said, you got to stop doing that. And he said, go fuck yourself and do what I want. And he kept doing this over and over and over, and it cost them. They had all these civil suits, remember that word, going on, and then they have criminal contempt against the guy. That's what he was found guilty of. And so then Trump goes to Arizona, talks his smack, and writes the pardon for Sheriff Joe. He writes a pardon for this guy. For your great service to the white nation. Pretty much what he said. there's a couple of things to go on about this, because it really kind of defines what I was looking at before and talking about as far as the whole white supremacy thing and all that racism stuff that we know has been totally associated with Trump since the get-go. A couple things about the pardon, though, because in order to be pardoned, you have to be guilty, right? So you don't get pardoned from being accused of something. You get pardoned of being convicted of something. So to order a pardon for him before he's done all his appeals and everything else that he's can possibly do or whatnot, or even the sentencing, which is fairly important, to issue a pardon at that point, ends the question of guilt, because you have to, in order to pardon them, they have to have done something wrong. I mean, that's right. It's you're guilty. All right, now you can go. So it's got to work like that, right? So you have to be guilty of something before you can go. Hey, Chad, hit the like button, and we'll give some money to charities. And with that guilt and pardon and all that, usually, again, comes some sort of contrition. I'm sorry that I did this, that I was wrong. Thank you for giving me the pardon. I won't do it again. But there's none of that here, none of that. And so, to me, this really, again, it kind of answers all the questions about the white supremacy question. And how that works, and what the relationship with that is from actions. Again, speak louder than words. And somebody even who talks as much and as loudly as this jackhole, actions speak louder than words. And this pardon is going to really solidify definitely the opposition, because again, there was no contrition on the part of Trump himself for the whole birther thing. Not that there has ever been. And so there won't be for this, and there won't be from Arpaio. There will be no apologies. There will be no attempts for unity. There will be words saying that that's what they want. But these kind of actions will keep happening. This is, of course, I've talked about this a little bit, and it's part of building that cult of personality that has been, Bannon's goal the whole time, and I definitely think that he's going to keep working at that even outside the White House. I think you might think he has more influence there now at this point, but we'll talk about that too in a second. But to solidify and control that base and to be a true hero that somebody actually believe in is what I think he is. Unfortunately, the people that he do, there's some very fine people according to him. Most of the rest of us don't quite think that. But that core base of people who love him is actually quite a bit larger than that core, hardcore, racist, white supremacist crowd. There's a lot of that kind of people on the edge, or just the casual, don't really care about it kind of white racism. But the whole Trump core support, that 30%, 25 to 30% of the country, they're not all like that. They might mostly turn their heads, but a lot of them don't all feel that way. But the actions with Arpaio, they definitely would all support that, and support that kind of any kind of weak argument you can give them to justify what they want. And the whole law and order, well, they're here illegally. You're going to see, again, and this already happened a few times, some of this stuff, and you'll probably see something from the president about people who died in the hurricane who weren't in this country with documents, and how it's their fault, and that kind of talk. You'll see some of that, and people need to be a little bit ready for that. I won't doubt that there'll be a tweet or something that's outrageous and will carry a news cycle or two just to keep these people riled up and ready, and absolutely sure that they've got their man. Hey, if you just joined in, welcome. Hit the like button and we'll do $10 to the charity. We already got some good ones. Oh, that was close. Oh, geez. We got some good charity ideas and a few other people. So, yeah. So, remember, guys, click the thing, and that does the thing. And then the other thing does the thing, too. And if you don't, The Night King will get you. That's right. Sorry. I guess Snapchat does this, so there's a Snapchat. I like the Diablo one, but not so much. Alright, so Arpaio does that. So, moving on to our next topic. It is supposed to be some sort of purple beast topic, but it's not. So we'll go back to the wizard. Because here's the hard part that we got. Right? Yes. So, right? Arpaio Pardon confirmed support of white supremacy right out of the White House from him. Response from various people in his administration. He speaks for himself. He speaks for himself. As to the president, he speaks for himself. I want to read you this because I think I can actually do Tillerson's voice now. And if you just joined us, click like. We're going to be donating $10 to various charities this next week for each like or whatnot. Hold on. This is pretty good. Such a great quote. Oh, man. Give me the whole quote here, man. Why are you guys, like, breaking this all up? I hate it when people do that with their whole thing and they, like, you know, take this sweet quote and break it in to make it up a whole story. This is great. He's talking to Chris Wallace on Fox News Sunday. This is Tillerson. And he said, give me the lead up. Oh, man, I'm so poorly prepared. Apologies. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Could they just go with the money quote? Alright. Sorry, this is where he gives this. This is the money line. This is the whole point of this segment, and I'm just not ready. Because the front up to it was, so Tillerson's talking to him. He's like, well, you know, all this stuff. What do you guys think about this? And he's like, well, you know, the American government is here. I want to get it right, though. I can't. They're all just jumping right to the money quote. That's funny. I should have saved it when I had it earlier. There's a good quote from Tillerson. I think he actually is showing himself to be quite competent in his job, which is part of why he can't be fired. And that's what this segment is a little bit about. But he's essentially saying, you know, we all, as part of the government, the State Department, the U.S. representatives, definitely believe in, you know, equality, and these people are, you know, horrible. And and he asked for, you know, well, what about you think of, and the president? And Chris Wallace asked him, you know, and the president? And he goes, well, the president speaks for himself. Boom! Boom! Snapchat. Boom! Snapchat. This is too fun. I am like a very small child sometimes. When I'm forced to talk. All right, so he did that. Their other Treasury. What's his actual? I know. I'm filling time tonight, guys. But please click the likes. Gary Cohn, also he's the director of, what is he at? The director of the National Economic Council. He also came out and had a very strong rebuke. Being of the Jewish persuasion, he's not a big fan, particularly of the neo-Nazis marching in the street, which I don't think anybody should be. But some people think they're like the both sides. I don't know. I don't get that. I still can't quite. Both sides is, shall we go back to, it's so boring, isn't it? Regular reality. I do like this beard better, though. That other one would just be so filled with food. You gotta stand against the Nazis. There's also the thing that's going on with Mattis and the transgender ban in the military. The way that this is going to work out, first off, quick reminder, voting matters. Both sides are not the same. This would not be happening had Hillary Clinton won. But it looks like they are not going to accept anybody into the military who is openly transgendered. I don't think they're going to kick out people. That's kind of what, and this is where you've had a couple different news stories go a different way, because I don't think a lot of the people, definitely most of the folks inside the military think this is wrong, because once you've pledged to put your life on the line for the country, a lot of people don't really give a shit who you fuck or how you do it. It's just, and that tends to be kind of the attitude, at least that I'm mainly familiar with. The gung-ho, couch warriors are the ones who, unit cohesion, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, come on, man. If you work with somebody and then they decide that they want to change, and if they're actually close enough, they're your brother, they can be your sister too. It's not going to be that much of a difference. Anyway, so Mattis and Cohn and Tillerson have all kind of spoken out and undercut the president a little bit in public. And I think this is the dynamic that's kind of becoming the normal with the people who actually wield the power and do the stuff, is they tend to have a little bit of a freer arm to say and do what they got to do. Because of this, they're also going to tend to avoid the media and just try and get shit done. And we'll see how long that lasts. I don't think that's a stable dynamic. And especially because I know a lot of people think that the people who run the government and are involved in various governmental organizations are all a bunch of idiot and nincompoops who don't know how to run anything, and we can just get in there, somebody who knows how to do stuff. It takes a lot of people who know how to do stuff and who are experts at things to run things well. And this goes back to one of my first shows about the Guardian stuff, and we're getting on close. We had really good growth this last quarter just came out. We'll see. It's going to be the fourth quarter for this year that's actually the big question after the new administration and the new Congress gets their budget into place. So, if you are still here and you have not yet clicked like, please click like. I will become the Night King. Right? Alright, I think we're all gotcha. I should just look. Whoa! Hey, my camera! Oh my god, how many of these do I have? Lots, looks like. What's gonna happen now? Oh. It's a slight transition from the Night King, the Gucci Bloom. But anyway, kick like or laugh or love, and then we're gonna donate some money. So anyway, there's this weird dynamic coming out of the forest, and a lot of the unicorns just aren't. They're not doing their thing for the fairies anymore, and I'm not sure how long we can all work together. So fairies stuff. I mean, golly, gee willikers, there's a butterfly. There's no butterfly in my basement. Oh, this one actually could be fun. Let's see if this works, yeah. See, this one actually matches my shirt. See? Anyway. Kind of filling time now, guys. Hey, click a link. Open your mouth. Oh, looks like the goggles do something. Wherein Roy plays with the new filters on Facebook Live that he's never seen before. There's so many buttons on my phone. It's a virtual screen. I think there are actually over 4 million pixels on these screens now. It's insane. It's insane. We should use this one for the science segments. We're going to start figuring this stuff out, because this is a show for the future, in the future, of the future, by the future. Oh. There's a future, and we're going to fix it. That's what these things are. These are our future fixers over here, and then this one, it measures pressure, looks like. some sort. Hey, so what's going on with the Republican Party? How should we talk about the Republican Party? Because Roy loves the Republican Party, right? Everybody knows this is how I feel about the Republicans, yes? You do, right? You know, that's... no. No, of course not. I don't like them. I think that perhaps... Anyway, there's a fight going on under the sea in order to control the Republican Party. Sorry, I'm playing with the filters. I know it's a little distracting. But there's a movie coming out about the Justice League. I want to pick a different one. No. Can I? You know, ooh, there we go. Under the sea, like I was saying. Now this one is actually a little bit more real to life. Nice Drago tattoo. If you're just joining the show, click like Under the Sea. We're going to donate some Muna to the people down in Harvey, so we can help out with the hurricane there. I'm kind of just blabbering now at this point. These are the jokes. This is... I don't know, you do eyebrows? Eyebrows for this one. I did like the other one. There's so many, though. Oh my gosh. And other things. Yeah, I'm like this old guy who doesn't know how things work, and then he figures it out. He's like, aha, now I can cast spells. But I learn quick. Because I'm a wizard. Which one is this one? I don't think you should report me to the authorities. You should click like, and then we'll do that. I think we're actually about done, skis. We did a little bit. We tried. And I appreciate everybody who's wandered by tonight. I'm trying to think what else I can do. Don't hit that button. There's so many more of these to try. That one. Oh, just the frames. Alright, sorry. Distracted a little bit. Alright. Comments, anyone? Concerns? Questions? If not... Oh. Hey, Joe. Oh, hey, guys. Hey, everybody. Hey, if you've just dropped by, click the like button or say hello or do that. We're doing donations. Every like's going to be $10 going down to one of the organizations that was actually been listed. There's been a number of people who've mentioned them. I am playing with filters because, as my wife has noted, I don't actually know how this stuff works, and I'm quite amazed. Of course, yes. Bring the children down. We're actually in the telethon portion of the show. Remember, folks, click like. It's right there on the screen. Just you can hit it with your button. Like, see, I'll do it on that comment. Boop, boop. And I'll do it on that comment. Just click like on the video, pass them around. Still donate to Harvey. Will donate. Yes. I think there are children coming too. And they will come and say hi, so everybody can... No, this is actually... it's a cause... Hey! Do you want to see? Yeah. Alright, you ready? Yeah. Alright, here comes the kiddos. What should you be? Should we be the Night King? You guys want to be a wizard? You want to be River the Wizard? Hi, River. Say hi!
Hi!
Look at it! There he is! River Wizard! There's River Wizard. And then Mags Wizard. Could you say hi, Mags? Be closer.
I want that one.
Oh, you want that one? Hey! That's funny! Hi!
Hi! Can you put it back on? How do you make it that to me?
Oop.
Done.
More wizards?
I thought it was a Ritz. Can we?
What do you want to do?
I
Anybody who sees the video, click like, and we're gonna donate. Hi, Mags and River. That was Jen says hi. Remember from the other day?
What?
Can you say hi to the people we met? Remember?
Hi.
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 Hi. Yay! Texas likes. Oh, 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 ah. You want to see some of the other ones?
Yeah, can we do it? How about the cat one? Meow, meow. Can I do a red one?
Oh.
I saw red.
What? You want to be the red one?
Yeah.
Oh, this one's kind of scary.
Let me see.
Ah, ah. Oh, now you're old.
Can we do a red one?
You do that, then we can see it. Which one do you want to be?
I'm a red. It's on red. It's that way.
Ah. Whoa! Hey, for anybody who's tuning in, we're just doing a little telethon with our fun things and our faces. If you click like, we're going to donate $10 to Hurricane Harvey relief efforts in various places. And then the wolves will come get you. Oh. Now you can be Aquaman. Should you be Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman.
You gotta. Oh, no.
I want to be Wonder Woman. Me and man want to be Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah?
No, Wonder Woman.
I know, I'm trying. Ah,
Wonder
can I get it?
Woman.
Oh, it's right there. Did I get it? Is that Wonder Woman?
No. No.
Are you the Flash?
No.
Are you the Chocolate Raider?
No.
The Chocolate Avenger.
No. I tried on you too.
Oh. So fast.
No. That's how Wonder Woman.
I'm trying. Oh, I keep getting Aquaman. That's Batman.
Wonder Woman.
I'm trying. Alright, we got anybody? Ah. See? Just likes Aquaman. That's it.
No red.
Alrighty, well, our show has gotten a little bit off the rails.
No.
No?
No.
Mags is ready to go in. River, are you ready? Are you ready to attack?
No. I wonder what it.
What it sounds like? Oh, hi guys.
Yeah.
Bleh. Work it, work it. Breathe in, breathe out. Working hard, Mags. You working hard, River? That's right. Feel the burn.
Did that one. Did that one.
I don't know.
No.
How much?
No. It's down.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I didn't know they had this. Check this one out. Oh my gosh, Magic. Could you be any lazier? That's as close as I get to Bolas. Oh.
Okay, now.
All right, kiddos. All right.
This one you asked.
All right, one last one. Whoa, who's everybody? Where are we?
Oh, I get in it.
Where is the river? Ah, remember anybody, you click like, and we will donate money Alright.
Not enough for now.
Just kiddings. Alright, I think that's it.
No.
You guys want to say bye? You want to do one more?
One.
Another one? Oh my gosh, so many.
No, I shall go one. That way. That one. What is that one?
No, that's just hands.
Ooh, maybe that one.
Meow, meow. Your head is exploding. See, it's just us.
What's that one? Oh.
Alrighty. Folks, everybody, thanks for dropping by for the show. Alright, Mags the River, can you say goodbye?
Goodbye.
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 Alright, everybody, have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
Oh, can we do this one first?
Old movie. Good night, everybody. These are the only old movies I think we're going to have. Yeah.